Today we're going to be back and we're going to be continuing exactly where we left off from last time on our What If World War III started today. So, okay. Alright, so in the last thing that happened in the episode was Mongolia switching teams due to this successful supply route and rebels popping up. Yeah, this goes pretty well until Chinese military happens. Anyway, down south, Australian and Indonesian troops push into this panhandle and give it to Thailand. Yangon falls. Vietnam and Thailand make a breakthrough. Vientiane falls. Laos was struggling to keep hold. Vietnam makes a small entrance into China. And with American Navy coming over here, most of the American Navy is going to be over here. Some of it might go up here, maybe about 1/3. But the rest of it's going to go from Hawaii and its American base is going to do this. It's going to do that, yeah. Basically, the American Navy is going to be over there. Over here. Anyway, now this is the Chinese Navy. That's the activate. Around their shores, Hainan is recaptured by American Navy. That's over here. Yeah, I can do naval battles on a separate layer. Be cool, actually. Cambodia falls. Indian troops now start to cross over into northern Myanmar as well as Bangladesh. Myanmar loses Naypyidaw and it collapses. Oh, and there's also Cambodia collapses, Myanmar collapses as well. Government just disappears and flees to China. It also joins the one massive front against China. But now that the Chinese military is ready, Mongolia should not have joined just yet. It was a bit too early. And increases to about 80. And so wait, the Russian and Chinese militaries completely eradicate Mongolia. Well, most of it. Mongolia is alive a little bit there, but that just disappears and it's not really a country. But yeah, going pretty well for most of it. And now, where have we not touched this whole series? Oh, that's not supposed to. Yeah. Alright, sorry guys, it's a massive mistake. Russia should own this, and there was also a mistake with Hainan as well. Hainan should have been part of China, but it was not. You got all that right? Okay. Got most of it right. Now, the one part we haven't touched in this series. Down here. 30. Okay. South Africa. Lesotho. No. Eswatini. Also no. But one thing which is kind of silly is if you look at a map of capitals, Mozambique's capital is right there, which is not a good thing. Especially if you're ever fighting South Africa. Actually, it's probably there. Yeah. But yeah, that's not a good idea as well in this World War scenario. You might want to move it there. It's probably a more logical location anyway. But that's Mozambique. So yeah, the South African troop pushed in, captured Maputo. This is not good. It's now Mozambique starts to fall without the capital. They really needed that. And again, another thing about that having a capital right at the border of South Africa is Botswana. Their capital is right there. It's right there. Probably about there. So yeah, South Africa just makes a small spearhead and Gaborone is gone. Now maybe you got the right idea. Their capital's there, so they have to go through a desert to get there. Yeah, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Harare. They're gone. Trying to find Lusaka. Tanzanian troops as well. But Madagascar is invincible, so the eastern half of Zambia disappears. Lusaka, I think, is there. So once again, that's not really their fault because they were expected to submit more help. But yeah, South African troops, all they have to do is to push up, capture Lusaka, take a little bit of the Congo, not very much. Tanzania makes slow advances. But yeah, Ethiopian troops start to run across the border. They absolutely destroy this front over here. It's completely recaptured. Congan troops starts to recapture this. Now American and South American troops start to arrive. They mostly kick them all out. Madagascar mixes their landing as well as French and American naval troops. French naval troops will probably land here. And a slow recapturing is achieved. Meanwhile, South African troops will come up over here. And it's slow, sad end to South Africa. Windhoek is the battle. And South African captures that, but it doesn't matter, it's too late now. South Africa starts to completely get wiped out. But yeah, South Africa is not looking good. Blue, 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 blue. Yeah, these guys all re-occupied the territory. Yeah, that's all good. And now Tanzania's cooked. Yeah, North troop center over here. Ethiopian troops had to race into there, and they captured Dodoma before they even leave the rest of it. Now the capital's moved to Dar es Salaam. Over there, troops kick this back. American troops and Brazilian troops arrive, and they absolutely destroy this front. Comes out completely. The little weird blob is captured. Botswana is mostly captured. Major South African defences arrive here. Mozambique as well. They can't take Maputo, but they enter into the north of the country. Meanwhile, troops over here, a massive British European Navy convoy. So Atlantic naval convoy mixed with American, South American, Central American, British, French, Spanish convoy comes over here. It's not just coming over here, but this is one of its stops. It will stop in some of the British islands, St. Helena, Ascension, so on and so forth. Keep going. Then they'll reach this. And then the other ones will go over there. Yeah. Anyway, this one though, it gets off. It's a very successful landing. The other one is a little bit less successful, but it gets there. It gets there in the end. It completely surrounds Lesotho. Lesotho is recaptured. Welcome back, Lesotho. But yeah, we've got Lesotho back now, and South Africa starts to crumble. Wait. Yeah, anyway, doing that again, because it didn't work. Lesotho's back. South African troops are completely kicked out of everything else. Yep, that's all good. The last South African advance kicked out Mozambique. And, well, there. Yeah, this war's not going very well. And Dodoma actually fall. Split is made. The western part of Tanzania collapses. Zanzibar comes out of the shadows. The shadow. Welcome back, Zanzibar. this year for 50 something years. Anyway, yeah, Dar es Salaam falls, Tanzania collapses, and the last few small, uh, uh, convoys and small armies, maybe like a tiny bit of volunteers, maybe 5,000, 10,000, probably costs about 15,000, plus the all supporting government officials of this so-called dictator in Dodoma, Tanzania, will quickly get on a boat just before they die. It'll go up. Luckily, they don't get blown up because they don't get seen. They'll use Seychelles as a stopping convoy. Then they'll arrive in southern Pakistan and Iran and Sistan and Baluchistan region. And it's a little bit of volunteers to give them some help over here. And now back to South Africa. The jumping of South Africa. The landing is successful, captures Cape Town, and another mini landing from Antarctica. Yeah, and South Africa chooses to surrender. Anyway, obviously we're skipping this part. So now, this is very good because this means that all American and African troops can be focused on the Asian front. Now, as we see over here, these troops will start to push in and recapture Jordan. Jordan's quick to recapture, and Iraq gets blitzed again. Turkey starts to push back. Not all of it, but most of it. And they capture Iskenderun. Iran holds a defensive front. The advance is made into southern Georgia. To recapture Tbilisi. Pretty successful overall. And these guys get blitzed out. Invasion to south, Damascus falls, Syria is out, Iraq gets just destroyed, and they're out as well. Russian troops hold a defensive front. Dagestani rebels pop up again. It's Chechnya and everything else over here. They'll get destroyed. Now, Azerbaijanis and Kurdistanis rebel in northern Iran because there is Kurdistan everywhere over here, and Azerbaijan's over here. Yeah. So now Iran starts to get destroyed. Tehran's okay for now though. And yeah, it's not going great for anyone. They're almost kicked out of everything. Russian troops break over the line, capture Kiev. Just a major boost for them. Probably not going to win this war, but yeah. Ukraine doesn't know what to do. Russian troops will flood through in this area. Belarus gets switched back again. Kaliningrad's recaptured. The Baltics, almost a Dunkirk sort of situation. A weird little thing is happening over here. Kaliningrad recaptured. Russian troops start to push back over here. Not very much, but a little bit. Russia will also yeah. Russia will also just do that and annex Belarus. Nice. Good job, Russia. We're proud of you. But yeah. Now, massive European fortifications, almost their entire military is being sent up over here. And Russia, they only have 140 million people, so they're not going to be able to hold on. And now absolutely bomb millions of troops arrive on the front and start to combat the Russians. You got nothing to do over here. Suwalki Gap. Baltics liberated. Ukraine's mostly out. Mostly back. Yeah, they're all back. Belarus, Kaliningrad, it's full. Yeah, they could have struggled a little bit over here. Gonna go like that. back and forth until North Korea rebels pop up and joining over here. It's good. Cantonese rebels in Hong Kong, so it's going to pop here. Chance because the American troops are actually going to land here anyway. And now sweeping front is created. The landing is made on this point, which is very, very bloody. It's almost like D-Day. Another one's over here. China is not happy about this. Japanese troops capture this area. And a new massive rebellion group pops up over here. The Saka. Yeah, I'm going to call it Saka. Sakha. Saka Rebellion pops up. And these guys are not very many people, but some people. Small. It's just all that counts, you know. But yeah, they come up. A landing's made in this area. This is quite important for Russia. Most people think it's not, but this area just. So all of Russia's population was in here. The 103 million of it is in here, and the rest of it, the other 40 million, is here under this line. In this line, quite a lot of it's in here. It's just this is like quite good area to build, like Vladivostok, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, this is good. It's nice. It's really nice. Now, Pakistan does not want to fight anymore. They capture Islamabad after a long, long, brutal fight. Pakistan gets kicked out. Now a landing is made in southern Iran. Farsi rebels pop up. And Afghanistan don't want to be under the Taliban. Yep, that happened. I made it happen. Turkish troops and Azerbaijani troops leave along boats, convoys, land in Turkmenistan in a major campaign. Eastern European troops are here as well. This is very bloody. They don't make very much progress, but they eventually do is they actually capture Mashhad. Iran is in complete turmoil. Loads of rebels pop up everywhere. So yeah, Iran's gonna. Oh, Iran will start to collapse. People don't like the government in Iran. You can tell already in news articles. Anyway, Turkmenistan, southern Uzbekistan and Tajikistan fall. Iran surrenders. Iranian troops. I know this is blue, but from up here, landing over here. It's better to hold a stronger defensive front, if you get what I mean. Yeah. Now, a small, tiny advance. Oh, that's a bit tiny. Look about 10 for this. Small advances made into Russia by Ukraine. Obviously, they're going to Kursk, like that. Smolensk, well. And Ukrainians cross this little bit into Krasnodar. And now the people are sick of Mr. Putin, and they decide, well, it's a good time to revolt. So the whole southern area of Russia leaves. Ural starts to rebel. Heavily funded by America. Slowly though. Until they it's not slowly anymore and they get all of this land. Yeah, we keep going. Finnish troops keep going. St. Petersburg falls. Russia starts to. American troops capture all these islands and military bases along the Arctic coast. Sweep through. And the last red team. This is, bear in mind, this is over like 30, 20, 15 years maybe, because they were put a lot long fight. Anyway, now a massive spearhead is made. They reach Lake Baikal, it's quite important as well. Russian military starts to leave this area. China, Taiwanese troops. Obviously they're going to claim the Republic of China because the Taiwan. They gear up for a very powerful attack as the defensive front is starting to hold on, as China's sheer amount of population is too much. Anyway, Mongolia's back. Push into this whole area. No Chinese troops are really here until they get over here. There's like Xi'an and so on and so forth. And this is not looking good for the world. I mean, the red team. But yeah, a D-Day landing sort of thing is made on this small little, like, very, very small landing is made on this little peninsula. It's north of. No, I don't want that. Made just north of Shanghai. Oh, can't do this. It's quite important. Anyway, it keeps going. Another one is made here. Keeps going, captures Nanjing. Important a strategic base. Circles captures Shanghai. Tons of seafaring landings are made by all these Southeast Asian countries on the Chinese coast. And now Chinese people do not like to be communists anymore and don't like the government. So yeah, starts to come out. Keep going. Manchurians, they cut off over here. Southern Russia. But then China pushes back for probably the last time. I push back. Oh. Push back over here. Yeah, so let's push back though. And this is not too long, guys. The army starts to revolt. The Xi Jinping is not very popular anymore because they're losing the war and they want to have a nice peaceful country. Manchurians completely come off. Beijing's near the last commercial flight. The private jet of Xi Jinping immediately leaves Beijing, flies straight for Novosibirsk, which is over here, and bye. China collapses. And from Novosibirsk he flies into Astana, and from Astana, no, and then from Novosibirsk to Moscow. Well, all these guys are hiding, and immediately, because they're starting to wear out resources, and it's turning into winter, so Russia's gonna be able to hold out for a bit. Countries that they captured, they start to not occupy them anymore and just make them their own country and change the government to a American friendly, we'll say. That's okay. Cuba. Haiti. So yeah, tons of new governments are popping up. They're all pro-US, pro-ally, whatever you want to call it. These are actually very helpful. Iran gets a new government, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. Even China and Taiwan unite to make the Republic of China. North Korea just stops doing what they're doing. Unite with the South and unify Korea. Yeah, anyway. We're almost done here. Okay. That's now, no. Oh no. Uzbekistan loses its capital. Doesn't know what to do here. Russia has a massive defensive front, using all its people. Kazakhstan switches sides. These guys. Kaliningrad becomes its own country. And the Euro guys take this. This joins and makes its own country. And for now, this is O. Republic of Siberia. Its own country. Most of this. Well, all of it really. Cancels F, all of these little islands up here. Sakhalin will get split later, we'll talk about that later. The Peace Treaty is part 3. So yeah, that'll be it for part 2. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.